So I've got a list of questions that you guys have sent me on last week's post on Instagram. Like I've promised, I'm going to do a Q&A. I've got a whole list of questions that came through on the post, direct message. So we're going to go through some of them and I'm going to answer as truthfully and as easy as possible for you guys to understand. So guys, I'm just going to answer some I'm going to pick random questions here, and the first one that came up was, how often does my diet change and what is the reason for changing my diet? I think if you are a competitive athlete or you are somebody that just wants to be healthy or get results or transform your body in adding muscle or losing body fat or whatever the case might be, I think it's very important to make sure that you've got the right diet. That's why diet changes quite often. So for me, my diet will purely change because I'm a competitive athlete. I will, say for instance, like I've done Worlds now last month in Vegas, I would design a cutting diet that's worked out over 12 weeks. However, this diet will change as I get results. So it might even stay the same, or if I'm losing weight too quickly, I will increase my calories, or if I want to maintain, or maybe try and cut more fat. It all depends on the time frame as well, which is very, very important. But your diet definitely needs to change whatever your goal is. Then people ask me, what made me decide to compete again? Personally, I have done extremely well internationally in my career in the last 4 years, and I did quite a bit of traveling, and this traveling was all for my main sponsor, EHP Labs, for my clothing range, Aesthetics Era. I did a lot of private meet and greets at expos as an individual athlete where people will fly me over. So I had a really successful 4 years, and I took all that time to build my name in the industry locally and internationally, and there wasn't really time for me to put 12 weeks aside to prep for a competition. However, I did try and maintain a well-ripped and lean physique throughout the 4 years that has gone past. But I also believe that many of you guys follow me because I was a competitive athlete, and that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to step on stage, and did extremely well, placed 4th in the world at WBF World Championships. So it was nice for me to still have my rank up there and being with the big boys since 2014. Here I've got a supplement question. They asked me, why is BCAAs very important and why do I take it? Out of all my supplements, BCAAs are probably my most important supplement. It keeps you hydrated, it keeps your muscles hydrated, faster recovery. It helps with endurance and stamina inside the gym. It prevents you from muscle breakdown. It keeps you anabolic. So there's a lot of benefits with branched chain amino acids. That's why I always take it intra-workout. It's for those people that wants to have a fast-absorbing carb. You can always add your Vitaga to your branched chain amino acids for intra-workout. But that's the main reason why I feel like BCAAs is extremely important. What advice would you give someone who is just starting out in the industry? I think there's a lot of confusion when it comes to new athletes and their goal of being an influencer and being a competitive athlete. I think if your focus is going to be to build the sport and for yourself to be good at what you do in the sport, and making sure that you create a lot of content for yourself, whether or not it's photo shoots, training videos, nutritional advice, your diet, supplementation, giving knowledge out there to the people that follow you, the influence side of things will happen automatically. So let that not be your focus. Your focus should be to make sure that you just do the right principles when it comes to training, dieting, and making sure that you compete and your content is good. That will put you on another level compared to anybody else that doesn't do all those things. So it's very important for you to make sure that your focus is on the right place. What is my secret to always being in shape? And what do I do? I think it's over the years, like I've been doing this now for almost 12 years, and I think over the years I've just learned how my body works, what I could eat and what I can't eat, how to train. It becomes a lifestyle. So, you know, the decision will always stay as yours, and it's a decision that you need to make yourself, is by making sure that you are always consistent when it comes to your diet. You know, when I prep, I'm really focused and disciplined. When I'm just maintaining and, you know, trying to build muscle in my off-season phase, you know, I'm very strict in the week when it comes to my food, and then now and again on weekends I will let go. But you know, my main focus is always just to have a lean, healthy physique. I don't really ever go heavily off-season. I've never really tried to put on massive amount of weight, eating massive amount of calories just to, you know, just to gain size. So that's not really who I am and what picture I want to prevail. But yeah, it just becomes part of your lifestyle. And if you are dedicated majority of the week, Monday to Friday, you will always have a generally lean physique. That's just my secret. What is the best supplements to take? As you all know, I'm currently sponsored by EHP Labs, and I've been with them for over 4 years. And you know, quality is very important when it comes to supplementation. And I love the brand, and I'm not just saying this because I'm sponsored by EHP Labs, but I actually love the brand because it gives results. Their products are of high quality, and you know, over the years I've used a lot of supplements before I joined EHP Labs, and their products are really of high quality. And there's a reason why some of their products are the best in the world, like the OxyShield. But the best supplements to take, and the most important supplements to take for me, is my whey protein, which I use on a daily basis. I use it in my food, I use it in my diet, I use it in shakes, I use it in flavoring. So there's so much value you can add with whey protein. My fat burner, which I also use as a pre-workout now and again, is OxyShield. It's something that gives me energy, something that helps me with endurance and stamina while I train. That I use in my pre-workout. Then EHP Labs also got RP Max, which is their stimulant-based pre-workout, which does exactly the same. Sometimes I cocktail the two with each other, OxyShield and RP Max. High stimulant base, good for energy while you train. Then glutamine, very important for recovery. Like I've mentioned in one of the previous questions, my BCAAs, which I use as intra workout, and then depends on what phase I am with my prep, where I'm prepping or bulking. You know, they've got a lot of products that I use as their natural diuretic, their fat burner, their ice cream. Then the glutamine that helps you with faster muscle recovery. My isopep from EHP Labs. Sometimes the Oxyway on the bulking phase. I even take the Oxyway before bed because there's different types of protein in there. RP Max and the PSI, one is stimulant based pre-workout, the one is without stimulant and a vasodilator. So it all depends whether or not how tolerant you are with stimulants. You can decide whether or not you want the RP Max or the PSI. And then best fat burner in the world, OxyShield. I use that on a daily basis. That's actually my pre-workout. Also stimulant based. It helps burn stubborn fat, energy levels, stamina, endurance, all in one, which is great. Do I change my training and how often? Yes, I do. I actually sometimes just go in the gym and do a different workout when it comes to a body type. I don't really have a set design program in my head. I always just go in and make sure that I train the muscle properly, intense, sometimes high volume, sometimes mass, heavy weight. So it all depends on what phase I'm in my whether or not I'm contest prepping or bulking. What age would you recommend anybody competing? I think you can compete at any age. For example, I competed for the first time when I was 27. I have done a lot of traveling overseas, and you know, even now on social media, Instagram, you can see there's people that compete at the age of 17, 18 years old. I personally think the more you compete, the more you learn about yourself, the more you learn about your body. Being a competitive athlete, I think there's no backstage and meeting athletes that's doing the same thing as you and sharing your knowledge helps you just to be better next time you step on stage. So don't really put an age to any athlete that wants to compete. I think the more you do it, I know it's an expensive sport, but the more you do it, the more you learn, and the better you'll get at getting results and being a professional athlete. So guys, that's about most of the questions that I got asked. I really enjoy giving you guys my personal feedback on these type of questions, so please make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if there's any other questions that you would like to know, please make sure that you you ask them in the comments below, and we'll make sure to answer those questions as soon as possible. Thank you for following me, thank you for subscribing to my channel, and I love the sport.